Welcome back to Divine Light with Sunshine. I'm Sunshine. Today, I just wanted to see if there was anyone that had any questions. I'm just going to be here. I don't know what to do in between the time. I'm waiting for people to come and ask questions. So we shall see where it goes. I'll start off with just maybe a general message until someone asks us a question. So let's see, what is the general message that wants to come through? There's a general message for the collective that wants to come through. Okay, so it seems as if someone is trying to figure out if their love interest is their actual partner. Is this the divine partnership that they wanted? Is this person their Two of Cups? Is this person going to be someone that they are committed to and actually have the joy and abundance? So let's see, what is the answer? Oops, I meant to pull the other deck, but what card came out is I'm reminded of you constantly. So someone definitely, there's definitely a bond in this connection. There's definitely the two of you guys have this really good partnership. This really, it's like when you guys are together, you guys are in your own little world. Like it's almost like everything that's happening outside, it doesn't take part. When the two of you guys are together, it's just the two of you guys together. You're just in this awe. I love that. And like I said, the other card that came out is I'm reminded of you constantly. So definitely, I feel like this is on both parties' end where you're thinking of each other quite a bit. But the question that was raised before is wondering if this person is the one that you should be with, is your partner. You have that question because the bond is so great between the two of you guys. You're questioning, could I be wrong? Let's see, tell me more about this connection. Will they find out? Or you know what? Why are they feeling like they're unsure, like they don't know? Okay, so we got here the mute card. And we got here destruction. So I feel like someone in this connection, I'm feeling a little bit more on the divine masculine side, that they're being mute. They're not speaking up. They're not, exposing or telling you the details of how they actually feel. Like, even the fact that the card that I'm reminding of you constantly came out, I feel like they don't say that all the time. Or maybe they said it once and then they think you're always going to know that. You're always going to know that they are thinking of you constantly. There's a sense of this person isn't speaking up about the chaos and all the things that's happening in their life. They aren't communicating with you how they feel and about what they're going through. Is there anything else that you need to know in regards to this connection? Okay, so we have the abandoned card. So someone could be feeling abandoned in this connection, or it's a matter of this person was abandoned before. That's why they're a little hesitant of opening up and saying what's really going on in regards to this situation. But they do have feelings. They have feelings for you. They definitely feel the connection the way that you do. It's just they're having that hard time of telling you about what's going on between them, what's happening with them. Yeah, this person has there were certain plans that they had that just didn't work out the way that they wanted it to. They put a lot of effort into something and it just didn't pan out. So I feel like there's a lot of things from before this connection that's affecting this connection currently. Is there anything else that wants to come out for this? Let me take from this deck. Is there anything else want to come out for this situation? Your intensity frightens me and lures me at the same time. Yeah, I'm telling you, this particular love interest has a really amazing bond. Like the two cards that came out that literally are symbolizing couples. Look how close they are with each other. Look at their bond. And the cards itself, 2 of Cups, 10 of Cups, is, you know, really good cards to get when it comes to a love situation. So if you were questioning if this person has feelings for you, they have the same intense feelings as you do, you know? Yes, you may have a card. Okay, so I'm going to, give me a second. Can you tell me if it's a general or if it's in regards to a particular person you wanted to know about? If not, I'll just pull just regular tarot. Stuff happening in your life. Okay. So let's see. Can we have a card for Jonathan? It has to do with his divorce. Okay, tell me more. So in regards to this situation, the first card that did come out is the Ten of Swords. This is, sorry to start off with that kind of energy, but this is a painful ending card. This is an energy of feeling like I didn't want this to end. There's a lot of work that was put into this connection, but something was holding this back. I feel like in regards to a person has to do with the inner child. Maybe you had kids, or maybe it's just a matter of this person couldn't get past the wounds that happened to them in the past. You have the release card, divine timing, forgiveness, and receive. So someone had a hard time receiving love. They didn't know how to actually accept it. There's a lot of like confusion that's coming out. I want to know what's going to help you in regards to this situation. What's going to help you? Okay, so however the situation pans out, the good news is you're no longer going to be waiting for that ultimate achievement, that situation where you're feeling so like I'm abundant, I have a connection, I have a partnership. This thing that happened, as much as it's a little painful, it happened for a reason, because there's something better that's going to come out of this situation. You're not going to be feeling like you're waiting to have your cup fulfilled and feeling that love. There's something that's happening around you that you cannot see that's leading to this ultimate achievement. See how you have there the waiting card? It's reversed. You're no longer going to have to be waiting for this. Okay. There's some sort of abundance and success that's going to come out of it. And even though you may not be able to feel that energy currently, when it does come in, you're going to understand why this all happened the way that it did. Okay. Okay. So if no one else has the next question, I'm just going to pull some general cards. What does the collective need to know? No worries. Thank you for your question. Okay, so let's see what collective message wants to come through. Okay, So there, for the collective message that wants to come through, is we have here the Wheel of Fortune, the Sun card, and the Tower card. I feel as if there is some sort of change, some sort of transformation that is happening where there's a little bit of a resistance, and because of that, it's not allowing you to get to that next chapter. Like, there is this destined opportunity out there for you, something that you've been dreaming about and hoping for, that there's still a little part of you that maybe it feels like it may not happen because of other circumstances just didn't pan out. That has nothing to do with it. There's something that still needs to be released from your vibration in order for you to get to this sun, get towards this happiness. There's something that you want that's going to fulfill your heart, and it's really going to help you bloom. But there's this growth process that's going to happen while that situation is occurring. Is there anything else this person needs to know? Self-worth. Okay, so whatever this thing is that you're embarking on, whether it's like a career choice, which I feel like it is just you getting to that next stage, it has to do with self-worth. Okay, it has to do with believing that you can. There's always that saying where it's just like, a man who thinks he can is right, and a man who thinks that he can is right. Right? It's at the end of the day, whatever you're believing is what is going to happen in your life. Now, there is a lot more to it, because there's believing, there's feeling, and all that to the core. You can't just say something and then just boom, it happens necessarily. You have to be vibrationally connected with it. But so if you're vibrationally feeling like, oh, I can't, because or it's too late, I'm too old, I'm too this, I'm too that, then you're putting out a negative vibration out into the universe. And the universe is hearing like, okay, if that's what you truly feel, then it's not going to go anywhere. But when you believe in yourself, because if you think about the amount of people that are, successful now, if they didn't believe in themselves, they wouldn't have gotten to where they are, right? So whatever the situation is, if you can find your inner strength for your self-worth and who you really are, and seeing who you really are, that's when the shift is going to change. That's when things are going to move around, and it's going to move around in your favor. Okay. Okay, let's pull a love card for someone that wants to know what's going on with their person that is silent. If you'd like to ask a question, just put it in the comments. If not, I'm just going to pull for a collective. Let's see. What is the collective message? My heart is telling me just do it. I can't handle your words right now. I just have to do something else right now. Please try and understand. So there's someone that is fighting the urge to come towards you. There's someone that wants to be in your presence, but they know that because they messed up in a situation, that if they come in, they can't handle what you will have to say about what they did. Like, for them to have to actually admit to their actions and the way that they've been doing what they're doing. Now, they didn't mean to be malicious or mean or anything like that. They literally did have something that they had to work on that was outside of you. It had nothing to do with this connection. But the way that they handled it could have been better. Okay, they definitely didn't handle this in the best light, in the best way. Tell me more about this. Okay, so they didn't handle it the best way. Okay, they have to deal with something else, and their heart's telling them to just do it. So are they going to take any action? Is there anything they're going to do? What do we need to know more about this connection, about this situation? So we have your first unawakened card. So this person couldn't see how they were actually acting in the moments that they were doing this, but they're having some downtime where it's making them think about the situation, think about how they are. This is an individual that definitely found time to really connect with themselves and really tap into, you know, how they've been acting, what they've been doing, what's been going on with them, how they've been living their life, basically. Okay, so if you're wondering if this person was returning, they are returning, okay? So definitely this person wants to come in, but they're scared to return just because they don't know what you're going to say to them. Are you going to welcome them in without them having to explain anything? Are you going to make them have to explain their actions? They don't know what's going to happen when they try to come back into this connection. But this person wants to. I feel like this person thinks about you a lot, like you're on their mind heavily. Okay. Is there anything else that wants to come out? Or anything else you should know? So this person kept a barrier up. They had a lot of fear. They had a lot of anxiety and emotions, and you know, their brain would go to such a negative outcome, a negative end result. This person's mind kept them very trapped, kept them kind of on the lower side of like good things that don't happen. You know, this person also kept their emotions very hidden. They didn't say things out loud to you. But they will, like I said, they're going to come in divine timing. There's this energy of feeling like this person is going to return in your life. You know, whether you let them back in or not, there is going to be some sort of return. And how far it kind of goes depends on how far you'll let it go. But this person definitely does want to return in this situation. We have here a third party coming out. So third party normally represents with someone else being in the connection. If it's not necessarily somebody else, it's more of just something that's stopping this connection from, it's like it's something in the way, you know, it's like almost like a brick wall, you know. So if this person doesn't have somebody else, it could just be a matter of work, or they have kids, or just, you know, have to take care of a family member. There's something that is stopping the two of you guys from, it's like getting in the way, it's getting in the gap. We have here the communication card. Yeah, I'm telling you, this person wants to come in, return, wants to talk to you, wants to tell you things, but they're scared to come in because they don't know exactly how you're going to react to the situation. But they want to come in. They're thinking about you quite a bit. Okay, we're going to leave that one there. Okay, I'm going to sign off. Thank you for everyone that came on and visited. And thank you for the questions that came through. I appreciate it so much. I will try to do this a little bit more often. So hopefully you catch me in the next one. Okay, bye.